There's a weird looking fish right there. Look at the eyes on that thing. Be a red. Oh, I think I got a red on here. First keeper of the day, I think. Woohoo! Look at this, baby. It's a bad boy. Alright guys, we're gonna go fishing today to see if we can catch some trout, probably some red. But right now me and my brother went ahead and stopped here at Game, and we're gonna try to see if we can catch some pinfish, maybe some shrimp. See my brother's casting skills here. See if we can catch some good pinfish. Not too bad, not too bad. My brother just caught this weird fish. I don't know what the hell it is. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. It kind of looks like a shrimp. There's a weird looking fish right there. Look at the eyes on that thing. That's crazy. We're gonna take it to a different spot so we can go ahead and see if we can catch some good fish today. It is gonna get dark, so the video might have some night video in it. But I'll do my best to make sure that we have enough lighting to be able to see the fish, to see ourselves and things like that fishing. So let me go ahead and end the video here, and then I'll see you guys on the way over there. Alright guys, we're gonna get down the Ascend 128T, and my little brother here, we're gonna fish together. What do you think, Alex? Do you think we're gonna catch some fish today?
Hopefully we do.
Hopefully. I think I see some dolphins, or no, some birds over there. So we'll see what happens right now, see if we can get some good fishing here. We're gonna put the battery on today because we do have the kayak lights that we're gonna be using because it is gonna be dark. And we have some headlamps, and I brought some extra batteries because I know the GoPro sucks with maintaining charge. And we will be using pan rods and a bait caster, if anything, to ensure that we do get some good fish on here. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a piece of cut bait, cut mullet on the on a circle hook to see if maybe I can attract some fish to my rod. A lot of redfish eat cut mullet and so many other fish. Look at that. I just cleaned my kayak the other day and it's now super dirty. Let me go ahead and I've heard that the fish love the head by itself, so I'm gonna try and see if maybe they'll take the head by itself. I'm gonna hook it right by the mouth, just like that. And it is fresh dead mullet, it's not frozen. I don't know if that makes any difference. Maybe y'all can tell me in the comments if it's better or not, or if I should stick to throwing something else in there instead of throwing in fresh cut mullet. If maybe I should throw in a shrimp instead, which everybody knows shrimp is way better. But it is Thanksgiving, guys, and bait shops are not open right now, so I had to use what I have, and that's what I got. I do have a pinfish on this one. I'm probably gonna cut it. It's a small fish, however, by cutting it, maybe I can get some sort of scent coming off of him. It's a little pinfish. Little buddy already died, but hopefully he still works. Let's see. Thing about these braided line, man, they always wrap around the tip of the rod, and it's really agitating. It's a good line, but all right guys, it's kind of dark out and you're probably not going to see a lot, so let me go ahead and turn the camera off and I'll turn it back on right now when we catch something. All right guys, we got something on the pinfish here. Feels like something small. I just got to get my other rod out of the way. That's the bad thing about fishing with two rods. It does feel small though. The drag's not that tight, so it's not a big fish. It might be a catfish actually. Yep, it's a big old catfish. Not what we wanted. Big old catfish. You're not fishing saltwater if you ain't catching catfish, right? Look at that big guy. And take him off the hook real quick. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Yep. I don't think it's a big red. It's probably a catfish. The way it's fighting. Yep. Big ass catfish. I've already caught they're not the best fish to catch, man. Look at that. Garbage. The other one was a bigger fish because they made us put that splash movement on top of the water. Catfish don't usually do that. All right, guys. Got this big old catfish here. Look at that size of that guy. My mom likes these catfish, but I don't know why she would want it. Relax, bro. Come on, man. Make this harder than it is. Come on, bro. Well, so far guys, we've been catching nothing but catfish. I got two big catfish. My brother's got a catfish. We're using pinfish. He's using mullet. I trust more of the pinfish because I think I've had more luck with that than the mullet. But I mean, if you can see out here, it's pitch black. We're in the kayak, right in the middle of the ocean. All you can hear is the fish. I got a line over here, I have a rod over there, and I have another rod over there. So, I mean, I'm doing my best to catch some good fish, but so far we're bringing skunk with catfish. So hopefully right now we can catch something good, and then I'll go ahead and turn on the camera and show you guys. Hopefully we'll catch something other than a catfish. But it is a bit scary out here. It's a bit scary, man. I mean, there's sharks out here, so you never know. And we got a small red here, guys. Look at that. On the fish bite, the shrimp fish bites. They seem to love those things. The only bad thing is that they're not that big. They're small reds. This guy's probably like a good, I don't know, 15, 16 inches. Let me see if I can dim the light a little bit more. But that's the red that we got right now. Small little guy on the shrimp bite. The shrimp bites usually do pretty good. I've always enjoyed using them whenever I don't have any shrimp on me. They are shrimp flavored, and they typically do a pretty good job on catching the red or black drum, but they do catch a lot of catfish every here and there. But this is the small little red that gave me a little fight right now. Say hello to the camera guy. Hello! Yeah, small little guy though. Let that guy go. Back in this water. And set up my fish bite for the next guy that comes in. All right. Go ahead and he chewed it up, so we're gonna need to probably put another one on. I'll just make a little hole here and throw it back in that water. And so far, guys, it's been really slow. Caught 2 small reds. I believe I caught about 2 or 3 what are they called, catfish. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cast this one here, about right there, and I'm gonna put it on my rod holder here. The setup that I have right now is pretty wicked. Let me clean the lens real quick. I got this small red here right when I had turned off the camera. I had him on the other rod, but since he's small, he wasn't really fighting much, so I didn't even know how to fish on it. But this guy, I caught him on the fish bites, shrimp fish bites. Usually red and drum, they love these things, man. And it saves me a lot of money because they're like $7, but I mean they last a good while. It looks just like that, and it's just a little shrimp fish bite that I put on the jig head to kind of weigh it down a little bit. And I was reeling it in right now I was actually gonna put it up. I was like, I'm just gonna put this rod up because it's my bait caster. I usually don't use it unless I'm gonna be using lures. But for some reason, I just went ahead and checked it out, and it was a small little red. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in there, and keep an eye on these 2 rods here. That rod is kind of going to the right, so I'm curious if it's just the current taking it or if something's taking the bait that way, because that one's going that way, and they both got popping corks. So there should be no reason why that one should be going right, unless possibly it has something on it. So it might be a catfish that has it, that doesn't realize he has a hook in his mouth. See, now it's moving towards the left. Sometimes you just gotta pay attention to your line, man. If your line's moving a little bit funky, or it's moving kind of the opposite way of the current when you have a popping cork, then something might have your bait in its mouth. And I'm probably gonna reel it in just to check it out. I just saw a fish jump over there. I don't know if something has the bait in its mouth, but let's go ahead and check on that rod just in case. Make sure we have our bait on. I think it's got something small on it, actually. Yeah, it's got a small catfish, just like I figured. The line was moving a bit weird and it wasn't biting him very much, so I had a feeling it was gonna be catfish, but that's the damn catfish, man. Another catfish for the books. But right now I'm using one rod right there, another rod over there, and then I'm using another rod over there. So I'm doing my best here to catch a fish, a big fish, instead of these small little fish that we've been catching. But we'll see what happens right now. Hopefully we'll get a big bite on a big red. I've been getting nothing but small fish, so I think we might get skunked today, guys. We got a fish on this one. Not a big fish. Not a big fish, but we'll take him. It might be a catfish, to be honest with you, from what it feels like. Let me roll in my other rod. Might be a catfish. I think I got a big catfish on, or a decent catfish on the bait. It's pulling a decent, might be a red. Oh, I think I got a red on here. Might be the first keeper. Or he might be too small, I'm not too sure. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go, baby. Got the first keeper of the day, I think. Baby. Bad boy. And I was giving up on that pinfish. I was really gonna switch out the bait with the fish bites. All right, let me set this rod down real quick. Finally, damn it, after all that, I don't even know if I have my pliers on me. I think this guy swallowed the hook. Oh yeah, he swallowed that hook. Hey, lend me the pliers, Alex. Huh? You have your pliers on you? I left mine in my backpack in the truck. Look at this, guys. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. First fish of the day that's a keeper. Whew. We had been fishing all night, guys, to catch something decent. And we finally caught ourselves a decent little red. He's probably going to be about 20 inches, 22 inches. So we're going to go ahead and unhook him and then paddle back home because it's already late. But look at that guy. I have him in the water right now on the fish grips just to make sure he gets some air. And he's going to go on the naughty stringer. If anybody was curious what kind of stringer I use the naughty stringer. Why? Because the naughty stringer is extremely durable compared to those old school stringers, those rope stringers, and it's just a lot cooler, man. Look at that. Look at that awesome fish. Look at that big boy. All right, guys, let me go ahead and pick up my rods and we're gonna get ready to head out. All right, guys, so we didn't get skunked. Well, we almost did. How many reds you catch?
2 small ones.
2 small reds and a lot of catfish. And I caught 3 small reds and then ended up catching a keeper red. My brother got stung by a catfish. From your finger right there.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
It hurts his thumb, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day and fish on probably on Sunday in the morning. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video. Gonna head in the truck and then we're gonna go ahead and take off already. And you know, I forgot my GoPro battery, so I wasn't limited on the recording that I could do. And my battery for the kayak also died today. So everything that went bad with the power source that we had to kayak was drained. Basically, the battery for the kayak went out, the GoPro battery went out, everything bad that could have happened, but we still caught one red. So we're gonna go ahead and take it and then fillet it and see if my parents want to go ahead and cook it up. See you on the next one. Look at this guy. Look at how much pain he's in. How does it feel, Alex?
Yep.
Right there. How big was the catfish?
I don't know about this big.